Hey, welcome. Karl Bryan coming at you. Today I am going to answer the question why you are not winning. And by the way, I'm coming at you from the mean streets of the canal, as they call them. There's a good chance you're going to see a turtle pop up there, but we are not going to hang around long enough to worry about that. So why are you not winning? So the problem most people have is they're trying, and this is coaches specifically, they're trying to win, and they're trying to do it through talent. I'm going to call that Facebook ads. I'm going to call that Instagram ads. I get coaches on TikTok. And by the way, good idea, bad idea, either or, right? Remember, you can only take on 15 one-to-one clients. So as the average business coach, doing Facebook advertising doesn't make a lot of sense, right? Like, it's a little bit like if you had a retail shop, would you really need to do radio advertising? That wouldn't, how broad is the radio station's reach? And then how broad is your retail store's reach? Like, people are only going to drive so far. So the moral of the story is that you'd be significantly better to do something like targeted online advertising or direct mail, because you've only got people only going to drive so far. They'd have to pass so many retail stores to get to yours that realistically they're not going to do it. So if that's the problem, what's the solution? Why are you losing? Why aren't you winning? And the answer is not because they're bigger, taller, meaner, better, more educated, older, younger, more energetic, less energetic. The answer is that you're not putting in the consistent daily effort. Okay, remember, it's an apple a day to keep the doctor away. It's not 7 apples on Sunday. Which I believe that's Jim Rohn, by the way. But no doubt you get the idea. It's the consistency of the message. And I wrote an email about this not long ago. What I'd like you to do is look at, if you want an example of this, to see, here's the acid test, okay? Let's see if you're passing, okay? If you're gonna win, or if you're gonna continue to lose. And once again, I'm gonna show you the mean streets of the canal. What I want you to do is go to your lead generation, okay? And I want you to tell me how many people have you reached out to this in the last 7 days from today, as you watch. How many people have you reached out to? How many conversations have you had? How many private messages on Facebook? Messages on LinkedIn? How many text messages? How many private messages on Instagram? How many new connections? How many times have you commented, shared, or liked a business owner's post to again establish a conversation? And you know, who's this? You're popping up on their feed. How many, but significantly more exciting than that, how many people have you reached out to in the last 7 days? Direct mail, phone call, text, message, etc. And that will tell you how much action you've got. See, what happens is what you do today, you don't feel tomorrow. What you do today, you feel in 90 days, right? I recently said that, remember, a good business coach signs a great deal and feels outstanding, top of the world. A great business coach signs a great deal and feels nothing, right? I would say that the great business coach, if they felt anything, they'd feel like motivation. They would pick up the phone and, drive harder, reach out harder, as opposed to signing a great deal, feeling outstanding, and then doing what? Hitting cruise control. Like, wow, really revel in the amazingness of it all, right? And maybe complementary to that, I would say this. I believe this is my first ever daily. I do daily email. I'm at whatever I'm at, 700-ish, 600-ish I don't even know. I think I'm approaching 700 daily emails. And the first ever one sounded a little bit like this. You're an actor. And how do actors try to get gigs? And then they go to auditions, right? Well, how did Jim Carrey do it? How does Tom Cruise do it? How did Nicole Kidman do it? How did Kim Basinger in her Batman days? I love that movie, by the way. How do they do it? They went to acting school. Jim Carrey gets the roles because he's amazing. Like amazing with capitals, bold, italicized, right? Are you doing the same thing? And again, are you reaching out like crazy? So that's my question for you. But the bottom line, the reason you're losing and the reason you're not winning is not because you're not hitting a home run on Facebook. It's because your daily activities don't line up. If you have a cavity, it's not because you didn't brush your teeth yesterday. It's because you're not consistently flossing and brushing your teeth. That's it. What you do today, you will not feel for 90 days. So get after it. So if you're not winning, and by the way, okay, remember when you're winning, when you're gonna win at Monopoly, halfway through you feel like you're losing because you're buying up all these property and you're out of what? Cash. And you got to flip over the cards and borrow money and mortgage this and mortgage that. Well, when you double a penny every day for 31 days, day 31 you got 10 million bucks. That's amazing. Problem? It's day 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 for a long time. When you're halfway through, you don't feel like you're winning. So that's what I got for you today. I hope that is helpful. I'm coming at you from the mean streets of the canal. I hope you're doing well. God bless. Speak to you later.